Hey YouTube, this is PowerBricks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the Iron Beetle Megazord. This is a really interesting OC Megazord that I made. It's a mixture of Beetleborgs with a little bit of the classic Sentai vibe. And a little bit of the Thunderstorm Megazord from Power Rangers Ninja Storm or Go Raijin, whatever you want to call that thing. But that's pretty much what it's a mixture of. I did mix around all of the Beetles, so it's not technically a rip-off of Beetleborgs, but it's still its own thing. It has a classic Sentai vibe, and it's really awesome, so let's get into it. Okay, so now we're going to get into the articulation of all of the Zords. I'm just going to do it all in one shot, so it's pretty easy to get across. So we're going to start off with the red one, since it's the simplest one out of the bunch, I guess. There's 6 wheels on it. As you can see, they roll quite nicely. And there's a rolling thing. His horn does have the tendency to come down a little bit, but that's okay. The horn is articulated on a lot of ball joints. It's good for like hooking up stuff and picking up things, I guess, kind of like a bulldozer. And then the cannon on top is like super tight. It's like, I don't understand why it's this tight, but it's on this really tight hinge joint. And that's pretty much it right there. You see what it could do, but it's pretty easy to manage. Then there's this head articulation. Of course, it can move up and down. Only his head can move, even though Beetle's heads really don't move at all. But I thought it'd be pretty cool to give it to him. And also, it works for the transformation, so that's one thing. Now, here's the blue one. The blue one is a lot different. Now, this guy could do a lot of things. So, he can open up his pincers all the way up to here. As you can see, he has this wide range for the pincers, and they can close. Pretty simple, but effective. I love the design that's on them. You see there's like this swirly gold design on the pincers there. You got the gold eyes that match the red Zord. And then you have these treads that are just full rubber, so let me give them some more room. But they roll quite nicely. Very grippy. Yes, very grippy. I think this is really cool that it rolls on the treads. So the treads moving is definitely a plus. I haven't had any treads in a long time, so I get to have my fun with them. And for my next build, I'm going to use them again, but I need to get through this video in order to do that. So I will be reviewing this as of now. So there's the blue one. Now that we got those out of the way, let's go to the green one, which is one of my favorites because it's the green Hercules. I forgot to mention this is the red Rhinoceros Beetle. I think I might have mentioned it, I'm not sure. But here is the blue Stag Beetle. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the names. I don't know what I'm even talking about. It's like 12 o'clock, so if I just ramble, it happens. Alright, so here it is. This is the green one, as I said. It has a super nice metallic finish all throughout. I've mentioned that before, but overall it just looks really cool. Articulation is quite simple, and there's 2 things that it could do. So the first thing, it could open up its wings, and you can see it fly around and all that kind of stuff. But then also it can drop this piece, and then it has individual legs too. So that's actually pretty cool. It can do some extra movement, I guess. This is the more mobile mode, but this looks more like a Beetle, but still, I don't even know what that was. It just popped off. But still, as I said, I'm gonna plug it back onto the landing gear. Because overall, get in there. Is that even right? Doesn't feel right. There it is. No, that was right. Wow. Well, that just happened. I'm just totally fiddling with it. So at this point, yeah, There it is, guys. That there is the articulation for these 3 Zords. And now I'm going to grab the cab and I'm going to place everything back onto this guy. So I'll be doing it right here in this one take. So plug in our cannons. Now I wanted him to roll around like this, but you see what happens, the way it just can't support it. So that's why this trailer is so useful. So we're gonna pull out this tab right here in this ball joint, super tight, okay? And I just got a whole bunch of new ball joints and stuff, so I got like, I don't even know, like 50, 60 of them. And I get to make as many Zords as I want now. So let me plug this bad boy in. There it is, super tight. All right. And now we have it in his actual machine mode, I guess. It rolls very nicely, quite easily too. I guess this is the truck trailer mode. You can turn it a little bit, so I can turn it, and those are supposed to be up. Not bad. But this thing is freaking huge, dude. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is a ginormous freaking tank, and just looking at it with all of the details, it's just insanely beautiful. That's one thing about it. The whole metallic finish, it just looks super beautiful. Just get a good look at that, man. It is insane up close. You know what I mean? But definitely nice. So now that we've been over all of the Zords, we can get into the combo. Whoa, turn around, buddy. But now that we've done all these, we can get into the combination sequence. So let's do it. Okay, so here is the Iron Beetle Megazord, and this is something really interesting. Or you can also call this Iron Beetle O. I don't know. But think of a Japanese name. Metallic Beetle. I don't know. But this is going to be the Iron Beetle Megazord for sure, and it's just really cool. It has this really dope vibe of like the Thunderstorm Megazord mixed with the Beetleborgs, and I wish that Beetleborgs had a Megazord or some kind of robot. But anyway, articulation, you got a full 360 in the arms. There is a butterfly joint right there. There is a bend at the elbow, which is pretty sweet. And of course he has his Beetle's weapon. It's like a laser thing, or it can stab you. It's like a pincer weapon, I don't know. But he has his cannons if he wants to just rotate his arms. Just if he wanted to. But you know what I'm saying? But there is a lot more to it than that. So there is leg articulation. It can kick all the way forward. Okay? And it can also kick all the way back. And it can open up. And it can rotate. Which is nice. There is also foot articulation on the robot. So there is a decent amount of articulation. And if I flip this tab in, then there's more foot movement there. But I'd rather keep this tab out and just tuck it slightly so that he doesn't tip himself over, because he's a little top heavy and this blade does tend to come off a lot. But it's not a blade, it's really just the horn of the Hercules Beetle. But if I wanted to, I could just pull these off really quickly just to keep them out the way from bouncing off. But they do fold up. But you see what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Oh, almost forgot, there is also head articulation. It's on a ball joint, so there is a lot of movement there. Oh no, I just ripped off a piece of his face. But it's okay, I can fix that up really quickly. But yeah, the head is articulated, which is nice. So there's just some decent movement there. And there's one cool little feature that I like to pull out. So I'm going to take this little thing out of his hand, right? And then these blades or pincers can actually fold forward. And they're like, you see, I got to put him in his, I got to ball up his fists really for this mode. It's actually pretty cool. If I ball up the fists, then I could get this little blade mode, or I can have them up like that. Doesn't matter. They can also be this way too, or really just that way. Something like this. It's pretty cool. You can just go around slashing, and he can also turn them upwards to where they kind of look like daggers. So it's pretty versatile for what you can do with the pincers. I don't know, that one's a little weird, but move forward just a little bit. Alright, I was just fidgeting around with it, but it looks like he's holding swords, little tiny blades. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, this is a really nice sword actually. He is a lot different than most of the other Zords that I usually not buy, but make. Sorry guys. He's a lot different. Now the only thing is that there is no knee articulation, but it's okay because this Zord is actually really nice. So it doesn't really need the knee articulation, though it would have been a plus, but it would have just been a hassle to build this truck trailer with the knee articulation. Like, it's pretty hard already with the pieces that I'm using for the Zord in general, but overall it is really nice. This is a really nice sword, and the color of it is just phenomenal. I love the metallics. I just love the metallic color, and it'll be a long time before I make another one of these type of metallic Zords, unless it's a Silver Ranger next. So that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, that is the Iron Beetle Megazord. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video review. It was a beauty to make, and it was a beauty to transform. I love transforming this bad boy. So that's pretty much it for this video review. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and tune in for the next one. It's going to be awesome. And this is PowerBricks signing off. Peace.